So first, Hassan, man of the match, you scored your first goal of the game. How did you see the performance and in the entire FFA Cup for you? Because you've now got 5 and really made a mark in this game.
Yeah, playing with my home team is always good, and yeah, I was nervous at the start, but the senior players helped me with my confidence. The captain, Ben Halloran and Boland, they helped me with my confidence, always encouraging me to play the best I can, and yeah, it was good that I was able to score in FFA Cup games and the final.
Just noticed that you're wearing a flag.
Yep.
Coming up. That's the flag of
Liberia.
National team. If you were ever asked Australia or Liberia, I'm going to ask you, well, who would you like to play for?
It would be great to play for my country, but also Australia gave me opportunities, and it's just good that I'm here playing, and it shows that people back home that didn't get the chance to play. It just shows that, yeah, I've come here and I've played, and yeah, just that I'm kind of giving them a legacy that you can chase your dreams, and your dreams will come true if you keep pushing and fighting for it.
Can you believe that you're sitting there with market medal, championship, cup medal? I mean, has it sunk in? Can you believe what you've just done?
Yeah, it's kind of nerve-wracking since I was watching from last year on the TV, and now playing and scoring is just fantastic.
Was that something you noticed to yourself as well? Like as a team, looking at how Bazanas came off his line, was that something you analysed, coming into this match, or was it just something that happened?
Well, in the last game we played, I saw him sneaking, yeah, when Maria had a shot. So, yeah, over the past few days, I was just thinking if I get that opportunity, I'm gonna go near post, and yeah, it's fortunate that it worked.
Nothing like a plan coming together then.
Yeah.
How do you manage to stay so cool, like with your strength to finish the second goal of layoff, the third one you were involved as well, pulling a defender out? Is that instinct? Have you been taught that way?
Well, I just have that naturally. When my dad trained me in the backyard, he always says never be afraid, always take risks in the game, and that's what makes the best players. To try something new, to try improvise in situations, and yeah.
Gertjan was saying that yesterday that Cassini was maybe the first choice striker to bring in, but he got injured and then you came in for him. And it was really a blessing in disguise. When you found out that you were going to be the striker in that first game against the Melbourne Knights, what was going through your head? Was it just the game, or is it this game I'm going to make my mark?
Before the game, I was nervous to play, and yeah, obviously before games you're nervous, but when you play you build more confidence, and for the first game I just wanted to do my best and show that I'm able to play, considering that I wasn't the first choice mate, and I had to prove myself.
Your parents here, mum here tonight?
I think they left. Yeah. Yeah, they were here.
Yeah, you must be very happy with the passing tonight from Sunday's game. We played the 2-1-3 very good tonight, very quick. Sunday we had a few passes that went astray. You must be really happy tonight with the performance. With at least 70 minutes of good soccer tonight.
Only 70? If you mean that we were a little bit had too many respect in the first 20 minutes, then it's indeed 70 minutes. I think the first goal gives us confidence. You try as a trainer to talk into the guys to believe, because we lost last Sunday. But then I also saw in the second half we can beat them. We do have a little bit things better than we can, and then we are a dangerous team. And we played a little bit more back than last Sunday, and I think that helped us good. In the transition, we were very dangerous. They had a lot of respect for our speed. And yeah, I think we scored in the right moments. We were not really the better team, but we scored in the right moment. And that luck had Melbourne City last Sunday, and we had it now. And yeah, after 2-0, he changed the strategy. And that was for us. It was for us good because it was easy for us when he changed it. And then after 10 minutes, but then the game was over for 3 or 4-0. He changed it again in the old system. And, yeah, and 4-0 with 10 minutes to go. You know, it's not going to happen that they score 5 times.
And how does this compare? Sorry, how does this compare with the cup that you won with AZ back in your home country, and you've won this one here? How do they rate for you as the boss?
Yeah, prize is a prize. Only the prize here don't have consequences. And in Holland, when you win the cup, you're playing international football. So there's more about it to win the cup. Normally, you can't fight in Holland for the championship when you are coached from AZ. So you have to be lucky to come into the final for the cup. And when you win that one and you have European football, that's extra and give a lot of money for the club also, and good for the players to play international. Yeah, yes, the cup is the cup.
Would you like to see that happen here, where this cup win maybe gets you into Asian international football?
Yeah, it's different because I heard only the stories about when you have to play in the Champions League from Asia. It's crazy to do the traveling and playing the competition here, and there's no money involved. You get some on cost, so if you get some cost back, you make, and if you win or draw, you get some bonus. But when you get in Holland into the Europa League, you get a few $1 million, and Champions League is $12 million. So yeah, that's big business, not here. So I think it's the best to come into the final in the competition and don't win it.
Sorry, you were speaking of moments in that game your team scored in those important moments. There seemed to be 2 very different responses to those moments by the 2 teams. Did you sense, even in the first half, you were starting to win more 50-50 challenges and duels? Did you sense that kind of collapse was coming in the second half? This is to both of you.
Let's Toure first.
Could I please hear that question again?
Yeah. Did you sense that they were kind of rattled after that first goal?
I wasn't focused on them, to be honest. I was just focused on our team and how we were playing. And yeah, after the goal, we seemed to keep more possession and try to move the ball around. And yeah, we held them off.
I think they don't expected that we were even with 1-0 in front, play more attacking in the second half than in the first half, because I was not satisfied about how we pressed. We should press over the left side, and Nicola was coming into the middle to go to the big defender. And when we then have the ball and we get a transition, it's 1 against 1. And I told him that in halftime, you can ask him if it's true. And I said we have to believe more and have more guts, because then we're gonna win this game. Because they are afraid of us. They are afraid of the speed in front. And so what was good, that we don't give away a lot, almost nothing. Very compact, and defense was very good. And in the transition, we were very dangerous. And yeah, then you have to be lucky that the first moment it came, you scored the second goal.
Speaking of being afraid of your transition, did that kind of make you happy inside, seeing Melbourne City go to a 3-man defence?
No, but you know, you get more space in the second half because you are leading, and it's only one game, and there's one cup, so they have to do something. And if they go try to be more offensive, there's more space in the midfield and in front. And that's we have make beautiful goals. I think the third and the fourth man also, that were perfect attacks, and you can. But I also saw that Sunday. But then we were not lucky enough to score the goal. Yeah? If we made earlier the 2-1. We had the chance for 2-2, but it didn't came. And today everything was okay. And I think it's unbelievable an advantage that you play at home.
Just the coach of City said that your team played counter-attack.
But
And your team was counter-attacking. Adelaide United played a counter-attack. That's where they sort of fell down. Did you play the counter-attack by design, or was it because Melbourne City maybe forced you to play counter-attack?
But how can you play counter-attack when we have more ball possession than the opponent? Explain that to me.
This is what the coach said. Not me.
Yeah, but that's the facts. The facts are it's even more than 50% ball possession for us. So how can you then be counter-attack? They did what they did last Sunday was drop. Yeah, when they lose the ball, they drop a very small field, and we didn't. And we tried to put high pressing, and that's very difficult. Yeah, and that's why they were successful in the first half with 2 goals. The second goal was even in set pieces. And I said, maybe we can do it, the pressing 10 more meters back. Yeah, and that we did, but that's not counter-attack. Yeah, we decided when we want to go and to get the ball. Yeah, traded a lot of also defensive work. And I think the first half we didn't had the guts to do it proper. And the second half, Nicola was playing more on the inside, and we did well. And if you have more than 50% ball possession, you can't say that we did have only play counter-attack.
What is Elsie and Bolan at this stage? Where are they at? How long are they out for until we get them back?
I think it's good that we have after Newcastle we have a weekend off, and hopefully after that weekend off, both will integrate in the team, and we will see how it's then for the next game. But we are lucky that we have a free weekend.
Steve,
How do you,
last question.
how do you allow the players to celebrate? I mean, you've got another game Sunday, but they allowed a few drinks, or how do you let them celebrate the win?
I've had once won the cup in Holland on a Thursday, and we couldn't. When we came back, there were 25,000 people from the city in town, and the board said you can't go because on Sunday we have a game, last game of the competition, and when we get one place higher because we only have to win, then we were on the 4th place. It costs a lot of it gets a lot of money for the club, and so we didn't go to the city and make a big festival of it. And they said Sunday when we come back, then the stadium will be full with spectators, and we fire then the festival, and we lost the game, and then you have come back in Alkmaar, and there are only 2,000 people in the stadium.
So you'll let them celebrate?
Yeah, but it's also there's a responsibility to know that there is a game on Saturday. So we will train tomorrow, and I have to do my job because we train with the ones who are not selected 2 times tomorrow. So I have to be there at 8:30. So leave home at 7:30. So I drink a beer, maybe 2 or 3, but not more. And I do my job tomorrow again. And Friday we will see who's fit enough to join us to Newcastle. And we have to start also to get some points in the competition.